Mr. Simon Abba, the Prime Minister of Biafra, has fired back on some Finnish, what should I call them? Personnel. He has fired back on some Finnish personnel, some Finland personnel, who said they're going to give him up to the zoo if they can prove that he is a terrorist. You see, I find it very difficult to understand why somebody will comment without watching the video to the end. Maybe I na page in my to get comments because of caption for another queer. Well, I no longer pay attention to that, but I just want to tell you that each other blocking him by so of course we already know the kind of power that Simon Abba has in the Finland. He has a lot of powers, a lot of backup. It's not even not just on the Finland, but across the globe, in US, London, UK, name them. So, to my own little understanding, he is doing the work that he has been sent to do. And this has really triggered the Nigerian government and his recent victories across the globe. Simon Abba has won the Finland, what should I call them? The Finland personnel to stay away from his activities because he is not a terrorist. It's as very simple as that. Very simple as that. I am not a terrorist. Stay away from my zone. The earlier they understand this, the better. Yes. The earlier they understand this thing, the better for each and every one of them. But failure to understand this will continue to bring more pains to their doorstep. And there's no two ways about it. We must be gruesome on whatever we are chasing. We cannot tag our leader a terrorist, knowing fully well that his people are supporting him. What has he done? What is the terrorism all about? He defended Biafra land from invaders like criminals like the zoo. He stopped them from doing what they wanted to do. In different ways, he has been, making sure that these people do not win. But at each point, you all tend to mesmerize some defective moves, and that is where the game changes. But let's get it for facts. This is not the time to say much. This is the time to take more actions. Biafrans are moving with the speed of light, and whether they like it or not, we will be victorious in every angle, in every corner, in every areas, and the things that has to do with the Biafra naturalization. No going back, no turning back. The Finland government has just heard a plea of the Nigerian government, of the presidency, to deport Simon Ekpa with immediate effect because his staying in their country will cause more problem to them. And the presidency of the Finland has now considered them in one of their pleas, and this is what they said as follows. Now, remember that Simon Abba has recently been developing a lot of wins from different parts of the countries across the globe and across the world, from Biafran satellite to Biafra identification card, from UN to speech, and traveling to Japan and US. These are some of his main efforts that he has done. If all these make iPhone key gaming, but here's the thing, and this thing has really been giving a very very severe pain to the presidency of Nigeria, and they feel that Finland is one of those who are supporting him by blocking them from entering to take the man who they claim is a prisoner living free in their country. Now, here is one or two things you should be able to understand. The Finland government has finally agreed to, deport Simon Abba from Finland. But here are one or twos. If you don't watch this video to the end, you won't know why they have finally decided to bring back Simon Abba back to Nigeria. This one really could shock Biafrans and autopilot. You see, for a fact and for a figures, I must say this plainly and very simple, that we are not in the business of giving up. It doesn't matter if they should kidnap Nnamdi Kanu or should arrest Simon Ekpa, or finally Finnish government decided to hand over Simon Ekpa to the Nigerian government. Does it mean that Biafra is going to end? No. Does it mean that the speech about the Biafran people is going to end? No. The point is that it's going to make us more stronger, more, independent on fighting for the fight of Biafra. Because whether you like it or not, the person that is going to achieve Biafra, not all these people, it is you individually. When you have decided that you want to stop obeying anything that comes from Nigeria. And looking at the way the Finnish government made the decision, it will tell you that true, Simon Ekpa is the right man for this job. He is. And here's what he said. The Finnish presidency has said, if they can prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, then they won't even waste the time to hand him over. Simple. Now, it is difficult for them to prove that Nnamdi Kanu, which they went to Kenya to kidnap, called him a bad name. Name a dog a bad name before you kill it. Called him a bad name, all sorts of names. Till date, they cannot yet prove he's a terrorist. How would they prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist? Is it possible? See, the government, the zoo government must understand these things that as follows. That the victory that we spread and share is more of a fact, one of the biggest antecedent and antidote that should be considered. It should be in their notice. Yes. It should be in their notice that we cannot regulate ourselves and spoil anything that we are doing because they don't want us to leave. It's not possible. We're going to leave, we'll stop surviving. So if they cannot prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, let them stop disturbing the Finland sleep. And this is an order from the highest order. When they say this is an order from the highest order, mana, what say it go kwa egwa na agba. How's the egwa yo? Akwa egwa. It's a different thing. When you stay out in the city for many years and you come back, and I'm about to go yo. And I'm about to go. Hey, on our